Hey y'all, this is Dana, the owner of Kokoann Scented Candles. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel again, Kokoann Lifestyle, where I make videos all about encouragement, faith, family, love, business, and all things Kokoann. So I wanted to talk a little bit today about things that I wish I knew before starting my candle business. I started my business in 2017 and I knew I wanted to make quality product that was affordable. And I wanted to do slogan candles with positive words and positive affirmations. I wanted to just talk a little bit about things I wish I knew before starting my candle business. I did write a little list because your girl can talk a lot. And yes, I need to stay on track. So a few things I wish I knew before starting my candle business. Number one, okay? I wish I knew how expensive it was. I had no idea. I didn't know how much wax was. I did not know how much fragrance oils was. I just ordered a candle making kit from Candle Science, and you know, everything come in that already. Your container, the wax, the wick, the fragrance oil, everything. So I'm like, oh, that's not bad. It wasn't until I did my research and I realized I didn't want to use soy wax. I wanted to use coconut wax, and that's more expensive. When you factor in your wax and your wick and your containers, labels, your packaging, it can be pretty costly. And then on top of that, if you want to sell online, you know, you have to pay for your website and your domain and all of that. So it can be pretty pricey. Like I said, I started in 2017, but I did not launch until 2019. A word of encouragement I just want to share: even if you have the vision now, you may not launch until 2 years from now, or a year from now, or 3 years from now, and that's okay. To get things the way that you want them to, you know, depending on your financial situation, take it bit by bit. Don't just try to rush in and jump in and spend $1,000 on trying to get everything, because in the beginning you're going to be doing a lot of, you don't know if this is what you would like, you know, as far as like, do I want to use these type of jars? And now you're like spending more money on different jars, and now you have these jars that you originally started with just sitting there. Don't nobody have time or money to waste like that. So another thing I wish I knew before starting my candle business is testing. I wish I knew the importance of testing. I just thought it was just going to be easy peasy. Honestly, I was thinking, oh, I just need wax and fragrance and just pour this in and voila, you got your candle. Well, I was sadly mistaken. The amount of testing I had to do, especially every time you get a new fragrance that you want to try. So you have to test that. You have to make sure that that's the right temperature you need to be pouring at. Certain fragrance oils you can test or pour at a certain temperature, but then this, like a more viscous fragrance oil, you may need to pour at a different temperature, and then you may need to wick up, you may need to wick down, you may need to double wick, you may need to triple wick. Like, it's just so many factors that go into testing and before you like actually put out your product. And I wish I just knew that. I knew once I got into it, but prior to getting everything, I just didn't know the importance of testing and testing wax and what temperature to pour the wax at, what temperature to pour the fragrance oil in at, what temperature to pour in your container. That is so important, especially every time, like I said, every time you get anything new, you need to be testing. And I'm not talking about testing for an hour or two. You need to test extensively for a week or a few weeks or maybe a month, or you may have to retest the same fragrance. And there's so many different wicks and CD wicks and LX wicks and hemp wicks. And of course, there's a plethora of waxes out there and containers. And make sure you do your testing. I even gave to a few of my friends to test and see how it works with their space, and just make sure you test and then test and test again. Another thing I wish I knew before starting my candle business is I wish I knew to not just stick with one supplier or one candle supplier. So many people are making candles, as you know, that the suppliers most of the time are out of stock on things that you use. So I feel like doing your research, venturing out to other vendors and candle suppliers would help, especially like the fall time or the fall season. A lot of things tend to be out of stock, like your fragrances, your waxes. So I feel it's important to just have other options to choose from in the event, or if you want to just plan ahead and get all your stuff ahead of time before that season comes in, or that would be good too. So just during peak times, just keep in mind that there's so many people making candles also, that they are ordering from the same places that you order from. So just make sure you keep that at the forefront when you are doing your supplies. Also, another thing that I wish I knew before starting my candle business, I wish I knew to just stay focused. Stay focused on my own business, because I feel like there's so many candle companies or candle businesses that have paper or tissue with their logo on it, or boxes with their logo on it, and you're looking and you're like, oh, I want to get to that point, I want that. But that might not be your story, and that might not be where you are at the moment. But just know and stay encouraged and know that you will get there. Okay. If you see, I'm gonna see if I can find like a video or a photo when I first started to where I am now. You start with what you have and then you grow. I would suggest that you just stay focused on your own business and what you have going on, and not look at what someone else business is doing and compare your business to that business, because everybody's journey is different. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's life is different. So what your life is giving at the moment may not be what their life is giving at the moment. But that don't mean that you can't work towards that. It may take you a little bit longer. So you never know someone else's story and what they're doing. I wish I would have known to just stay focused on myself and my business, and not compare what I don't have to what someone else has, because God always provides. And if that's what you want to achieve, then you pray for that and you speak that and you stand on that. And when it's time, then you'll get to that position. But just stay focused on your business. You can look to them for inspiration, and don't look comparing your business to them. And if it keeps you encouraged and motivated, then that's fine. But don't look at it as like don't look at it as you are, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't look at it as a determining factor if your business is doing well. You can use other businesses as a motivation to continue to just get better, but not in a comparing type of way, if that makes sense. I wish I knew not to feel guilty about taking a break. Okay. So I know there's so many people that are like, you just have to, every day you got to be motivated. Honestly and truthfully, there's going to be days when you are not pumped and not motivated and not creative, and that's okay. Right? But that doesn't mean that this is not your passion. That doesn't mean that this is not your baby. Sometimes we need to take a step back to come back and be a better version of ourselves, and just to regroup and reset. Sometimes we need that time away to come back and be more creative, and come back and just be refreshed. I wish I would have known that taking a break is okay, and not to feel guilty about that. So another thing I wish I knew before starting my candle business, I wish I knew that everybody is not going to have your vision. Everybody is not going to be as excited for you, and that's okay. Just as long as you know what your vision is, stay focused. And sometimes you cannot talk to everybody about things that you want to do, or visions that God has given you are placed in your spirit to bring forth or to birth. So sometimes you have to keep things to yourself, because people will be very negative. People will say things that would like get your spirit down and make you feel like, maybe I can't do it. Maybe I'm not, then you start second guessing yourself and doubting yourself. So I just wish I knew, just because I'm excited and I'm like ready to embark on this journey, that everybody is not on that same level. And also, you don't want to just tell everybody and anybody, because everybody is not going to be praying for your success. And that's okay. Just, what God has given you as far as your vision. So stay encouraged and move forward with what you want to do with your business. So that's another thing I wish I knew before starting my business. And also learning to turn it off. When you go out with friends, they don't want to talk about your candle business or your business in general. I know we're excited and we want to just share the news and like share every tidbit about our business and what's going on. But listen, when we out at dinner, your people don't want to talk about your testing. They don't want to talk about you figured out what temperature you need to pour your candles at. So, let's just leave that in its place and just decompress. So when you come back, you've had some time away and now you're ready to get back to business. So those were some things that I wish I knew before starting my candle business. And I just want to encourage you that if that is something that you want to start, it can be a little challenging or a little stressful, but do not let that stop you from starting your candle business or starting any business that you have a vision for. It's not going to be easy, but it will be rewarding. And God gives us the strength to do everything. And if He placed it in your spirit, I believe that that's what He has for you to do. Thank you so much for watching. And I just wanted to give a little encouragement that if you want to start your own business, if God has given you the vision, if this is something that you want to do but may be fearful, it's okay. It's just nerves. And what is on the other side of fear? Success. Okay? Say it with me. Success. All right? So know that you can do it. Know that God gives you the strength to do all things. Let me know if you want to start a business, or if you have a business, let me know what type of business it is in the comments. And yes, you can do this. All right. I'm excited. I know you're excited. And as always, be blessed and be beautiful. Until next time. Bye.